Welcome to the Secrets of the Bible channel. In building the temple, only blocks dressed at the quarry were used, and no hammer, chisel, or any other iron tool was heard at the temple site while it was being built. Over the centuries, many interpretations have emerged, seeking to explain this curious instruction. Among these interpretations, one stands out for its mysterious and supernatural implications. The Testament of Solomon. This ancient text, often regarded as a mix of myth and legend, reveals a hidden story behind the construction of the temple. It suggests that Solomon, endowed with extraordinary wisdom, used supernatural forces, including demons and a mystical creature called the Shamir, to fulfill God's command without violating the sacred silence. But what led Solomon to such drastic measures? And what does this tale reveal about his wisdom and power? Prepare yourselves as we explore this untold Bible story, where the lines between the divine and the demonic blur and the true extent of Solomon's wisdom is brought to light. The construction of Solomon's temple stands as one of the most monumental achievements in biblical history. Yet, the legends surrounding its creation suggest that Solomon's accomplishment was far from ordinary. According to these ancient tales, Solomon did not rely solely on human labor and earthly materials to build this sacred edifice. Instead, he commanded forces from the spiritual world, demons, to be precise, to aid in this divine undertaking. Among the many figures in these legends, one demon stands out: Ashmedai, later known as Asmodeus. Ashmedai was no ordinary demon. He was a king among demons, feared for his cunning and power. But how did Solomon, a man of God, bring such a powerful entity under his control? The answer lies in a magical ring. According to the legends, this ring was given to Solomon by an angel and had the power to bind and command demons. With this ring, Solomon summoned Ashmedai and other demonic forces, compelling them to assist in the construction of the temple. This act alone places Solomon in a unique position, a king who not only ruled over his people but also wielded power over the supernatural. However, Ashmedai was not the only supernatural force involved. Another key figure in these tales is the Shamir, a mythical creature often described as a worm or insect with the extraordinary ability to cut through stone effortlessly. The Shamir was crucial to the construction process because it allowed Solomon to build the temple without using iron tools, which were associated with war and violence and were thus considered unfit for a holy site. This adherence to divine command, combined with the use of supernatural aid, demonstrates Solomon's deep commitment to fulfilling God's will, even if it meant venturing into realms beyond human understanding. The Testament of Solomon, an ancient text filled with tales of Solomon's dealings with the demonic realm, offers a deeper insight into how Solomon managed these otherworldly forces. The text describes how Solomon, armed with his magical ring, summoned various demons to appear before him. These demons took on terrifying, bizarre forms. Some appeared as headless men, others as serpents with human faces, and some even took the form of dragons. Despite their fearsome appearances, these demons were forced to bow to Solomon's will, unable to resist the power of the ring. Solomon, ever the wise king, did not merely command these demons without purpose. Each demon had its own unique powers and secrets, which Solomon cleverly extracted through questioning. He learned their weaknesses, the nature of their powers, and how they could be of use to him. Only after extracting this valuable information did Solomon assign them to laborious tasks that would benefit the construction of the temple. The tasks varied according to the demon's abilities. Some were made to cut stones, others to carry water, and a few provided light for the workers, ensuring that construction could continue even through the night. These supernatural abilities allowed the temple's construction to proceed in ways that defied human capabilities, ensuring that the work was completed efficiently and in accordance with divine commandments. Among the many demons Solomon controlled, one named Orus played a particularly interesting role. Orus was used by Solomon to uncover hidden truths and predict future events. For instance, Orus foretold the death of a man's son, a revelation that had profound implications for the man's family. Orus was also instrumental in capturing a demon that had been causing a deadly wind in Arabia, thus saving countless lives. These acts demonstrated Solomon's authority not only over the physical world, but also over the spiritual realms, reinforcing his reputation as a king of unparalleled wisdom and power. But perhaps the most crucial of Solomon's supernatural tools was the Shamir. According to legend, the Shamir was a small creature with the ability to cut through the hardest of stones as if they were butter. This ability was essential to the construction of the temple, as it allowed Solomon to adhere to the divine commandment forbidding the use of iron tools. The Shamir's work was not only practical, but deeply symbolic. The silence that accompanied its work, free from the noisy clanging of iron, was a testament to the peace and sanctity that the temple was meant to embody. Solomon's wisdom was far beyond mere intellect. It was a gift from God that extended into realms both seen and unseen. This wisdom gave him the unique ability to communicate with celestial beings, understand the language of animals, and even command demons. It was this divine wisdom that enabled Solomon to use the supernatural for a greater purpose, the construction of a house for God. Yet, Solomon's use of demonic forces raises complex questions. On the one hand, his ability to control and command demons is a testament to his wisdom and power. On the other hand, it suggests a flirtation with dark forces that could easily have led to disastrous consequences. This duality, Solomon is both a wise and a potentially reckless figure, adds depth to his story, making it not only compelling but also profoundly mysterious. One of the most debated aspects of Solomon's story is the nature of his interactions with these demons. Was Solomon's control over these dark forces a sign of his immense power and wisdom, or was it a dangerous overreach, a step too far into the unknown? The Testament of Solomon portrays these interactions as part of Solomon's divine mission, suggesting that even the forces of darkness can be used for good when under the control of a righteous man. However, the ambiguity of these tales leaves room for interpretation, adding to the enduring legend of Solomon's reign. Despite all his wisdom and power, Solomon's story does not end in triumph. In his later years, Solomon's heart was turned away from God. The catalyst for his downfall was his love for a Jebusite woman, who led him into the worship of false gods. This act of idolatry marked the beginning of Solomon's undoing. The once great king, who had the power to command demons and build a temple, lost his wisdom, his honor, and ultimately, the favor of God. This turn of events serves as a stark reminder of the consequences of straying from one's faith. Solomon, who had achieved so much, was brought low by his own desires. It is a cautionary tale, reminding us that even the wisest among us are not immune to temptation. Solomon's story warns of the dangers of losing sight of one's purpose and the spiritual peril that comes with compromising one's values. The narrative of Solomon's downfall is not just a personal tragedy, but a reflection on the nature of power and wisdom. It shows that wisdom, no matter how great, can be corrupted by desire and ambition. Solomon's story, therefore, is a timeless lesson on the importance of remaining true to one's faith and values, no matter how great the temptation to do otherwise. The story of Solomon, the temple, and his dealings with demons continues to captivate and inspire, not just because of its supernatural elements, but because of the profound lessons it offers. The shamir, in particular, remains a subject of debate among scholars and theologians. Was it a living creature with extraordinary abilities, a symbolic representation of divine intervention, or perhaps even an advanced technology lost to time? These questions, left unanswered, add to the mystery and legend of Solomon's reign. Solomon's story is more than just a tale of a king and his accomplishments. It is a narrative that explores the complex relationship between the spiritual and physical worlds, leadership, and the use of power. It reminds us that with great power comes great responsibility, and that wisdom must be paired with humility and faith. In the end, Solomon's life serves as a powerful reminder to stay true to our faith, to be mindful of our actions, and to consider the consequences of our choices, not just at the beginning but also at the end of our lives. Solomon's story is a legacy of wisdom and a warning of the perils of pride. His story continues to resonate today because it speaks to the universal truths about the human condition, the allure of power, the dangers of temptation, and the importance of staying true to one's values. The cautionary message of Solomon's life is clear. Wisdom and power, no matter how great, are fleeting without the grounding force of faith and humility. Solomon's downfall serves as a stark reminder that no one is immune to the pitfalls of pride and desire, and that even the wisest among us can lose our way if we are not careful. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating journey. If you found this video enlightening, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more insights into biblical stories and their hidden meanings.